Hello everyone, let's wait for everyone to come in and then we're gonna start.
Rhythm of the night, set my heart on fire. Moving with the wind, it's pulling me closer. Eyes holding the truth, with nothing to lose. Everything to find, I will follow through. All that's underneath, draw it out of me. I see visions of everything we always dream. When the morning comes, stars and sky above, will you be ready? When I'm out here in the weeds, got my sights set on this, got me at sea. Always looking for a sign. I see it all on the horizon line. Everything I need is right in front of me. Will you reach out, take it? It's yours to keep. And the sun is high, shining in my eyes, moving west to lead us to paradise. All that's underneath, draw it out of me. I see visions of everything we always dream. When the morning comes, stars and sky above, will you be ready? When I'm out here in the weeds, got my sights set on this, got me at sea. Always looking for a sign. I see it all on the horizon line. I see it all on the horizon line. I see it all on the horizon line. I got a new song every day. The sun is rising and I'm coming away. You can tell them all I'm okay, 'cause I'm in that good, good place. Oh, you give me that good, good place. Now I'm in that good place.
Welcome in the room, all the way from South Africa. 10 seconds to go.
Oh, you give me that good, good.
Welcome, welcome. Today we have the great honor and pleasure to have the Phoenix of Africa. She's a mystical healer, she's a spiritual life optimization expert, change maker, speaker, NLP practitioner, firewalk instructor, and facilitator. Today's talk is about Create a New Normal by Letitia Swanepoel, the healer, Phoenix of Africa. Today, while most people across the globe fell into fear and panic, these last few months, a lucky few turned it into the most amazing and rewarding time of their lives. Why is that? That some people thrive during difficult times and others just give up. Discuss their purpose and where to for it. Life was never meant to be a constant struggle and fight to keep happy. It is a blessing that we just tend to ignore most of the time. We choose to look at fear and panic and return to the universe is serving it to us on a golden platter. Join me when we venture into the beauty of living from the heart. And Tish, the floor is yours.
Yay, thank you. Thank you so much, Kobus, for this amazing opportunity. And I feel so honored to open this container this morning. And it's our last day. I cannot believe how time flew by. I am the Phoenix of Africa. If this is your first time watching, I highly encourage you to go watch my previous video where I tell a bit more about myself and also help you how you can let go and grow from the circumstances you are currently finding yourself in. So those of you that are just joining me, thank you. I feel honored to have you. Those that have watched me and are constantly watching all of these videos and live streams on the Meeting of the Minds, I honor you and I thank you for being here. Thank you for giving your time and investing in yourself. Oh, thank you. Right, so today we're going to discuss how we can create a new normal for ourselves and how we can find our true purpose in life. All right, so let's get started. So today we are going to discuss why finding our purpose is important. And I'm going to take you through the steps you can take to create a new normal for yourself. And then finally, I'm going to take you through some guided words on how you can create a safe space, not just outside, but also inside of yourself. Right, without further ado, why is finding purpose so important to me? So for me, life is meant to be enjoyed. And what I realized is that the only one holding you back in life to have that dream life, that perfect life you never thought you wanted, is you and your fear. And I cannot emphasize this enough, is that, we weren't meant to be on this planet to have a constant struggle, to have a constant fight with everything around us. And it feels like, life is just not working out the way we planned or how we wanted to go. And what I realized is that we create our own reality. And I've delved so deep and so hard into finding that purpose. I spent the last 2 years constantly, every single minute of every single day that I had free. I had my earphones on, I had my phone or my laptop. I just started researching. I went wherever I was guided to go and learned as much as I could. And what that taught me, it brought me to my purpose at the end of the day. And, a lot of people will say to me that, but your reality isn't real. I mean, you live in this bubble of just pure bliss and happiness. It's not real. It's not the reality. Look what's going on around us. We have the C virus. We have the lockdown. People are losing their jobs. People are, in constant struggle every single day. They wake up in the morning and they feel so depressed because of what's going on in their lives. And what I'm telling you is that, yes, that might be your reality, but it's not mine. Because I choose every single day what my reality is. And I choose to live in this little bubble then, if you want to call it that way. Because I'm happy and my soul found purpose. I hope after this talk today that yours will be guided to dig in deeper, to go and find yours as well. All right, so the steps that we can take to create a new normal. So what I did is I went into my own personal experience and I asked myself, what exactly did I change in my normal life at that stage? What helped me progress and to become Phoenix of Africa? Because guys, let me tell you this, I wasn't the person that you are seeing here in front of you today. I mean, you can go and ask my family, you can ask my friends. Yes, I've always been a little bit cuckoo. I was always hiding it a bit, still afraid to just spread my wings and become this true authentic self that I am. I was still so afraid of what other people thought of me. So, as the first thing is, question everything in your life. So, normally in life, we would ask a question, why are things happening the way it's happening around me? Why is everything going wrong? Why are the kids screaming and making me upset? Whatever the case may be. So what School of Life taught me was that we ask 5 questions. We turn that why into a different type of question. So instead of saying, why am I unhappy? Change it to the 5 magic words. Just who, what, where, when, and how. And if you want it to be more powerful, you add specifically. After that, what specifically is the reason that I'm feeling upset right now? Guys, and I started questioning everything in my life. I started questioning my emotions. And that was my saving grace, end of the day. I have to run through this. But please get in contact with me later on if you want more in-depth info. All right. We've been programmed to believe that we are who we are. All I can say is question everything in your life. All right. Next thing is take feedback. Not everybody out in the world is out to get you. Something that we tend to feel is that, everyone is looking at us. Everyone is judging us. Everyone is, putting their words onto us, if that makes sense in a way. What I learned is that each person on this earth is actually just so selfish that they don't really care about people around them. No one is actually looking at you, judging you for who you are. And when someone says something to you, take it. What feedback? Thank you. You thank them. Thank you for the feedback. And start your internal process thinking, what can I learn from this? What he or she said to me just now, is there any truth in it? Is there something I can learn from it? If not, I've done the work and I'm letting it go. Guys, start taking feedback. Stop taking everything in your life personally. When someone says to you, you're a bit, can you talk a bit slower or softer? You're a bit like all over the place. Don't get upset about it. Take it in. What can I learn from it? Okay. The next thing is surround yourself with positive people. If you have been following this meeting of minds, I think all of us has been hammering on this, and it is truth. You know, a few years back, I used to look at these motivational speakers on the stage and think to myself that, you know, all they want to do is just sell, sell, sell. They're just here to make money. And they keep on saying, surround yourself with people, positive people. And then I became one of them, and I realized, gosh, if I only took that advice and started integrating it into my own life. Guys, surround yourself with positive people. You see, the thing is, we become the people that we surround ourselves with. So if you are constantly with people that keeps on telling you that your dreams are a waste of time, that what you are thinking is just not worth it, as it will become your reality. I started surrounding myself with people that was actually so overbearingly positive. I became that. I had a safe space to grow as a person. I started delving into the topics of interest for me because I not only allowed myself, but my friends did. They supported me 100%. Guys, and what you will see happen in your life is you will start finding your tribe of like-minded people, and together you will start creating magic in your lives. All right. Next one is to become curious with your mind. And what I learned is that how can you understand yourself if you don't know how your mind works? This is something that I said in my previous interview. Let me just move this incense. It's giving me so much love right now. How can you change the person that you are if you don't yet know or understand how you as a human being work? How can you change your ways that's been programmed into you from a little baby if you don't know how your body works, how your mind works? What specifically is the reason that I'm thinking the way I am thinking? Become curious with your own mind. Become curious with your own emotions. Become curious with what your body is telling you. Why am I feeling, this pain in my hip? After the chemo, I used to get a pain in my hip, and I still do to this day. And it will move from my hip all the way back down to my, this whole part start aching. And only because when I started giving it love and attention, and I asked the question, I said, what specifically is the reason that you are here? What are you trying to teach me? And I started noticing that every time I start getting this pain is when I'm getting a huge download or upgrade in my life, that things are turning around for me. And I started being thankful for that. But start learning your mind. Start learning about your own body, what it's telling you. Do things that scares you. Guys, the only way that we can grow is by stepping out of our comfort zone. I started doing this, when was it, 2018. I said to myself, after the house burned down, I want to do something that scares me every single year. I want to do something big that scares me. It changed my life. So the first time it was entering the Mrs. South Africa. The next thing was changing career altogether. The next one was I needed to become better. So I attended the FIT retreat. I'm going to learn how to walk on coals. I'm going to walk on fire. Everything in our lives, do something that scares you. Because if we keep on doing the same thing over and over again, you're not going to grow. You're going to stay the same person that you are. And for me, growing and evolving is so important in my own life. And that is what works for me. So what I'm doing every single day, if I feel I'm a bit too comfortable, I ask myself, okay, what can I do differently now? It will scare me a bit. I like pushing the boundaries because I know I'm learning. On that topic, I actually want to say as well, start being curious, because growing up in an Afrikaans family with strong Christian values, after Gustav's passing, I wanted to learn where is our souls going. I wanted to understand things. And I think that is where my journey started. I started learning about other cultures, why they are doing things the way they are doing it, how other belief systems work, how other religions work. I started becoming curious. It scared me to do that. It scared me to venture into things that I did not know or did not understand at that time. It helped me grow. It helped me understand. It helped me connect to other people. It taught me how to love other people, understand them. Then this other thing came onto my life, and it was called Reiki. When we go and Google what is Reiki, for a Christian girl, that is, you don't go there, because it is wrong. You know, society created Reiki or the meaning of Reiki. They changed it so much that I think in a sense we lost authenticity about it and the true purpose behind it. And that's where I met Renier Sensei. He's also done a talk on alchemy in this meeting of minds. That changed my life. That changed my perception of the world. And it brought me closer to God. It made me realize once again that my Creator has been guiding me all this time towards, you know, all these different things, because I needed to grow. I needed to evolve. I needed to do and go through all of that in order to be able to stand here today and to give my perception onto you. And maybe there's someone here listening right now who needs it. It's too scared to take that step. Right, let's move on. Take personal responsibility. This is such a huge thing, and every single day when I feel myself getting a bit angry or frustrated, I tell myself, take personal responsibility. By changing the way we look at things, the things we look at will change. I want to tell you a quick story. There was two monks, an old monk and a younger monk, walking on the way back to the monastery. And they came to a river. At the river was a woman with all her baggage, and she was trying to cross. She couldn't because the flow of the river was too strong. The older monk picked her up and carried her across this river. Put her down, she thanked them, and they moved on. And they were almost at the monastery when the younger monk stopped and he said, I can't take this anymore. How could you do that? The older monk said to him, I don't understand. What do you mean? How could I do what? The young monk looked at him and he said to him, it is not in our belief. We are not allowed to touch a woman, and yet you carried her across the river. The older monk looked at him with a big smile on his face and he said, brother, I carried her over the river, but you have been carrying her all this time. One of my mentors used to say this, that we all have baggage in our lives. The problem becomes when we decide to make our baggage, our luggage. Start taking personal responsibility for your actions. Next is create a life purpose affirmation. We say we are. Our words are magic, guys. Don't you believe that that's why it's called spelling? I teach my kids every day, live from the heart. And you can ask them, what is the most magical, the best thing in the world? And they will tell you, it is love. Love is all there is. Because the words we speak become our reality. So every morning when I wake up, I have a declaration of light that I say to myself from the heart. I say it out loud. And when I'm done with that, I do my precepts. It says, Kudakiwa, Ikuruna, Chimpasuna, Anshashite, Gyo Hagime, Hituni, and Shitsuni. And what that means is just for today, I will not anger. I will do my work diligently. I will not worry. I will love and care for every person or every living creature that crosses my path. And then do sticky notes all over the place. Create your vision board. Make it your screensaver on your phone, your laptop, so that you look into it every moment of every single day. And it is so amazing. When I look back at the vision board that I created last year, it's all over everyone's laptops and so forth in this house because it's on the our home network. And it is so funny to look at it right now. And everything that I've put on there is becoming a reality in my life. And I cannot say that it doesn't work because here's the proof. All right. So create yourself a life purpose affirmation and say it over and over again every single day. Next is listen to your inner guidance. It's been giving you guidance all your life. But we are so busy in our own minds. Every single day thinking about this, that. We are not present and we don't listen. You get that gut feeling, if you have to make a decision, you get that gut feeling, if I should or shouldn't. I dare you. Start listening to that. Next time you make a big decision, think to yourself, ask your gut, what do you think? And see what happens. Meditation. I cannot say this enough. Meditation changed my life. Become still. Learn to become still. What that teaches us is to listen. Listen to ourselves. Listen to the guidance that will be given to us when we are still. You will become happier in your life. You'll become calmer in your life. Meditation is key. It's a meditation app that I'd love to share with you. It's called Insight Timer. So if you are still a beginner, I have thousands of meditations, guided mantras, you name it. I'll go into that a bit later. It's all for free. Go and download it. It's called Insight Timer. All right. Next, invest in yourself. So we were taught that being selfish is an ugly thing. And I came to the understanding now in my life that, we actually need to be selfish a bit. Because if you are like me, I used to care about everyone else around me. And I forgot about myself. And what I've learned is that if you don't take care of yourself, and fill your own cup, how can I give? How can I care and exchange energy with the people around me and help other people around me if I'm not full? So be a little bit selfish. See where you are guided to go. If you are guided to start studying or reading up in a particular subject or something, give yourself permission to do that. Tell your household that between this and this time every single day, it's my time. You do whatever feels good to you. It doesn't have to cost you money, guys. Let me tell you this. It doesn't have to cost you money. There's a lot of free stuff all over the internet. And a lot of people are willing to help. Right. Invest in yourself. It doesn't have to cost you any money. But just allow yourself to be still and you have your time. The next thing is, what does your dream life look like? So when you become still and you sit in your meditation, I want you to picture your dream life. And not just picture it, I want you to feel it. What will you feel like when you have that? I want you to see what you see in your mind's eye. I want you to smell. If you could smell what that life smells like, what would it smell like? Feel it. How would it feel? How would you feel becoming that? And you do that as often as you can. Because it comes back to having a vision board. The more we feel it, the more we embody it. Like I said in the previous webinar, our minds, bodies are connected. So we are basically lying to our mind, making our mind think that we have already become that person, already have all these things that we are dreaming of having. Be authentically you. The world does not need more Tony Robbins or Will Smith or whoever you want to or looking up to. The world does not need more of them. The world needs you. It needs authentically you. And it's something that it took me a while to grasp. Every time I bring myself consciously thinking about it, that yes, you are growing, you are evolving, but you're still not you. You're still hiding. Why are you still hiding? And let me tell you this. When you become you, real you might not even know who that is yet. Let me tell you, when you do become that you will know it and your life will be amazing. Because the world needs you, the real you, not the one hiding behind all these closed doors, not the one that's trying to be like someone else. We need the authentically you. Not what, but who's our next one? Who do you want to become? Not what you want to become. You know, often in life we look at, as a young girl, I had this dream. I wanted to become a singer or an actress. That is what I wanted to become. You sitting here right now, you might have this dream of, I want to become a doctor, or I want to become a lawyer. Instead of looking at that, ask yourself, who do you want to be when you become that? Because we look at all these labels. That is not who we truly are. We need to start going inside and ask ourselves rather, what is the thing or the person? Who is the person that you want to become? Find a mentor or 10. I've said this earlier already, that surround yourself with positive people. You see, the thing is that we often think that I've got this. I know a lot of things. I mean, I don't need to ask other people. And the problem with that is that we only know what we know. And stronger when two or 10 or 20 minds comes together with one collective thing, we are stronger. Alone, we only know what we know. I have so many mentors in my life, and I think if I can just name a few, I mean, that first started for me with Mrs. South Africa. I had the beautiful Sarah Kate. She was my mentor at that stage, and it was the first time I was actually being consciously given a term mentor that I could understand it, if that makes sense. After her, I had the whole team of School of Life. I had Barry and I had Marnie and I had Tams. I had a family. It helped me to continuously grow because at that stage, I only knew what I knew. I needed to expand my mind. So I had them. And then I met Rainier Sensei. He started broadening my mind. And then I met Kobus and my whole soul tribe, my fire tribe, my Reiki tribe. And now I have so many mentors in my life because I learned I cannot do anything alone. Yes, I can. Barry, my mentor Barry, used to say that if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And I've realized that if I have a strong tribe, if I have many, many mentors around me, we can go far. When do you experience greatest joy? So you don't mind spending time on it. That's the thing. We sit wherever you are right now. You might still have this internal conflict with yourself because you're still thinking that, what about tomorrow? I just lost my job. The C virus screwed everything up, and the South African government bringing all these rules and regulations, and it's just screwing up my life. Where do you as a person, where do you experience your greatest joy? You need to go and find that again. If you lie in bed at night and you think to yourself, remember that time we went to the game farm and it was so lekker and I was playing drums. You're telling your wife, oh my gosh, remember me playing drums? Oh, I just loved it. I was in my element. You need to start doing those things more because that is what your soul wants you to do. That is what's going to create your purpose or bring you closer to your purpose. It's going to make you happy. So what experiences is your greatest joy? Well, that is, you don't mind spending time on it. You don't mind, it's not an effort to do it. If you had all the money in the world, you wouldn't even think twice about investing in it. Right. What is that thing that brings you so much joy? And start doing it more often. You can create it. You don't have to go somewhere to create it. All you need is yourself. And that safe space we'll talk about a bit later. All right. Whew, fears. What fears are holding you back? And you might be sitting here right now thinking to yourself, I'm not afraid of anything. Let me tell you this. My job is doing crazy things every single day. I walk over broken glass. I walk over coals. I have into a steel rebar with my throat. I break arrows with my throat. I have broken concrete blocks with these tiny little arms. Fear. And every single time I do it, I let go of more fears. Get yourself a book. And whenever you feel the fear arise, write it down. And tonight, when you have that quiet time for yourself, think about it. Because you can learn so much from it. You see, everything around us is energy. And the more we give attention to it, the more it becomes our reality. So you have noticed probably that I call it the sea virus. Because I know my words are creating my reality. It's giving it energy. I will not give it energy. It does not have any power in my life. So if we become conscious about our fears, we can deal with it. We can integrate it and make it part of us and accept it. All right. All right. How can we create a safe space? So the thing is that we all need a safe space. Okay? It's easy. Get it internal. It's not easy. I'm lying to you right now. It's not easy. Nothing that will bring you growth in life is going to be easy. But like everything else in life, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. And then eventually it will become your normal. It will become just like an automated response for you, if that makes sense. All right, so internal. I knew I had to create a safe space for myself. When I felt easy or, not safe in different people, I'm very, what's the right words? My words are starting to disappear on me now. But if I'm around a lot of people, I pick up on their energies very quickly, and it can negatively influence me. And then I will be all over the place thinking that it's my own. It's actually just a collective around me. And that also comes back to surround yourself with the people you want, positive people. Right, but in my line of work, unfortunately, I am the space holder. I am the healer. All right, so I had to teach myself how to become still and know that this, what I'm feeling right now, this is my energy. The rest isn't mine. Okay. Meditation taught me that consciously telling myself that this is my safe space. It comes with practice. I'm going to take you through a few steps now. Also, we need external safe space. The place where I'm standing right now, this is my safe space. So, to give you an idea, after our house burned down, we haven't rebuilt. We've been rebuilding, but we stayed in the house. The house was in 3 levels, and the 2 top parts, which was the living areas, that all burned down. The bottom part, which was the garage and the storeroom or the study, that was okay. So what we did, we created a flatlet, and that's where we're still staying. So we are always so excited when we build a new room. And the room I'm currently standing in, I've got all my herbs here, I've got all my feathers and my crystals, and this is my space. Every time I walk in here, I feel safe, and I can just be. So if you have a space in your house that you're not currently using, there should be a corner or something, create a little safe bubble for yourself. And whenever you feel so overwhelmed by the world and whatever's going on, go into your safe space. All right. Phew. I can't believe we're actually going through this without me being super late. All right, so we get different types of meditation practices. And as I mentioned earlier, Insight Timer, if you're a beginner, it's absolutely great app to have. You don't have to pay monthly. It's all for free. There are some things that you need to, you can pay for, courses and all of that. But I've been using the free app for the last 2 years myself. So we get different types of meditations. And if you are just starting out, I would highly recommend doing a guided meditation. And that is where someone leads you through the process. They will tell you, close your eyes, breathe in and out. And they will guide you through the whole process. And that's a great way to start. Wow. Thank you for the beautiful energy I'm feeling you. Thank you. Mantras is also amazing. It's become a huge part in my life. I don't watch TV anymore. Social media, I'm almost never on. It's just to go and publish what I need to publish or post. Just getting a message now as well. Those of you that sent me an email about from my last talk, I am getting back to you today still. Mantras, it's become part of who I am. So that's the type of music I'm listening to. And remember what I said, that what we are speaking becomes our reality, and the same with our sounds. So beautiful songs, they say mantras, and I just listen to that, and it's programming my mind without me consciously having to think about it. Right. And then the next one is visualization. What a beautiful meditation. And it comes back to, who do you see yourself? Who do you want to become? And that is where they guide you through. You can even guide yourself. Go to that safe space, the place where you feel absolutely freedom. When you visualize it, for me it's a beautiful white beach. And then what I would visualize, I would imagine, what does it sound like? What does the ocean wave sound like? And I can hear it, and I can hear the birds chirping. I smell the beautiful saltiness of the ocean. I can feel the wind brushing the sand against my body. That is what visualization is. It's that creating that safe space where you can retract to. All right. So how do you prepare for meditation? First off, you focus on your breath. So our minds can't think when we focus on our breathing. So you can try it. You breathe in and you just focus that I'm breathing in air. It's going to my stomach, and I can feel it, twirling in my stomach, and then I'm breathing it out. Do this exercise and try it. We'll see if you can think of anything else. You cannot, because you're keeping your mind busy by focusing on your breath. Clear your head's the next one. You get into a place where you see nothing, you feel nothing. It's like almost total darkness. Also not darkness, it's stillness. It's just a beautiful, calm place to be, where you switch off your mind and you can just be. We need to get comfortable, of course, yes. So get yourself in your space. Create like a beautiful, maybe a pillow, meditation bench, or whatever, nice chair that you can sit and relax on. At night, just before I fall asleep, I do meditation in bed. As I fall asleep, I'm actually meditating myself into sleep. All right. So once again, like all things in life, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Don't give up. My mentor Kobus always says, how you do one thing is how you do most things in life. So I know it's hard to start off, but the rewards are so big. You cannot quit. Because if you quit this, what else in your life are you not giving up on? Right, so I quickly want to discuss my purpose in life and on my journey, how I found out what my purpose was and my calling. And that is to bring healing and light to all that needs it. So I do healing ceremonies now, plant medicine ceremonies where we guide you through a process of healing. I do retreats. I do hands-on healing. I do hands-off healing where I can actually feel your energy through the computer. And I can heal you through that because there is no such thing as time and space. It's only a man-made concept in our minds. And once you experience it, you will understand and you will know. I'm so blessed with the gifts that's been passed on to me and given to me. Next, I was guided to start doing herbal blends. So I do my own herbal blends. It's called Phoenix Blends, like you can see. And it's herbal mixes that you can either smoke, because smoking in a traditional way was such a sacred thing to do. It goes back ages and ages ago, before we had this rat race of a thing we called life right now. It was a beautiful ceremony to smoke. So all my herbal blends have different properties and healing properties. You can either smoke it, you can sip it. So what I do is a teaspoon full of my herbs with whatever else I feel, maybe a green tea or chai at night, and you can soak in it. So I'll make myself a bath, put it in a little organza bag, and our body, our skin is the biggest organ, so it soaks up all those healing properties. So I've got my healing herbal blends as well. And then also I do all things weird and wonderful. I do glass walking, fire walking, arrow breaking, all things that scares you. I facilitate that process and I help you through it and I help you heal through it. So if you ever feel the calling that you might want to do something like that, or even for your company or for your friends and your family, you want to do a gathering, please get in contact with me. I would be happy and I'll be glad to come and assist you. And big dream for me is to tour through Africa and spread light and healing. I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. All right. So what I've done, I've given you less 30% on most of my services, depending on what it is. So if you are listening to this workshop right now and you feel the calling, please get in contact with me, where we can discuss in more detail when we have more time. But for 2020, I have less 30% on most of my services. I'm also just getting something now that says to me that I know that some of you watching this, money is tight right now. You might have lost your job or whatever it is. Please still get in contact with me. We can always work out a bartering agreement. I love exchanging energy. I love accepting your gift so I can share my gift with you. So don't look at the external factors that is blocking you. If you feel the calling to get in contact with me, please, let's discuss this openly, and I'm sure we can make some arrangement where I can help you on your journey as well. Right, so we've got a few minutes, I think like 4 minutes, Kobus, for any questions that I can answer. I'm just going to put all my details on here. Please go follow me on Facebook. There's big things coming. I'm going to hold my own online retreat, webinar, if you so call it. that's going to take you down the rabbit hole, and everything will be posted on my Facebook page and Instagram page. All details are on your screen. Please go follow if you feel the need, that it's something that you might drawn to. Once again, I thank you. I thank you all for being here. And Kobus, if there's any questions for me, we can quickly run through it. Let's check here.
Sonia says, your safe space in your house, can it be in your bedroom, and is others or kids allowed to move in and out of it?
Of course. You know, the one thing that I've learned is that there isn't rules. We create these rules and barriers in our own lives. The thing is, I've got 2 kids running around full-time. I'm a full-time mom now. I have to play teacher, mommy, cleaner. You know how it goes. So create it wherever you've got space. If it's that corner in your room, it's fine. What I've learned is that let your kids involved. Get them involved. Show them that this is my safe space. I mean, Talia, she's been getting so interested in all the crystals, and Stefan in the meditation, and we started doing it as a family now. So yes, by all means, create a safe space wherever you can and get the kids involved. I mean, there's other things that people say that, you know, don't touch other people's crystals because their energy will go onto it. I believe that we are the creator, you know. So if you want to touch my crystal, please come and touch my crystal. Come and touch my crystals. Come and play in my safe space. Because the child's innocence brings that in as well. So yes, definitely. Thanks, Sonia.
Alan says, I've been looking for my purpose for more than 50 years. At the young age of 73, I'm still searching for it. I love the whispering incense.
Thanks, Alan. Thank you so much for that. And yes, I agree. And it's like everything in life. I mean, it's not a race, end of the day. It's not a race. It's a journey. And for some, it will come quickly. And for others, it might take years. And it's okay. Just say thank you, and I accept the journey that I'm on, and I'm embracing it. It's not a race.
So I want to say thank you, Tish. We need to go to get ready, but thank you for your message and story. I really appreciate it, and thank you for sharing your wisdom, and to everyone. Everyone, thank you very much. I'm going to log out now and get ready for the next session. Say any last words, Tish, and then I'll finish.
No last words. I've said all I wanted to say. Just thank you. And if you feel the need, please get in contact with me. Stay blessed, everybody. And yes, I hope I see you all soon. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.